The Honourable David Parker.
Just following on from my colleague Phil Twyford, I seek that too, because I've just had a look at sections 22AB1 and 22AD1 of the Land Transport Act 1998, which I have before me, and these are the sections that are amended by clauses 11 and 12 of this bill, and I thought until now that it was actually those amendments that removed this obligation to review bylaws every 5 years, and that's why myself and other members of the House have been seeking clarification that that is indeed the effect of these clauses, because that's what we thought was how this was being done. But when I read that, it doesn't look like clauses. When I read section 22AB1D and 22AD1, neither of them impose the obligation to renew these bylaws every 5 years. So it's actually not those amendments that fix the problem in respect of the 5-yearly reviews of these bylaws, which haven't been conducted. And so I suspect then that it is that we actually have to look at clause 7 of the bill to find the clause which corrects or changes for the future the obligation to review these bylaws every 5 years for the speed limits to remain valid. So I'm still not clear enough for this to pass to the next stage. I'm not clear enough in my understanding as to what provision it is in this bill that we're considering that fixes this 5-yearly review obligation for the future. I understand how we're validating the things that haven't been properly reviewed in the past, but I thought that we were being told in the explanatory note and in the speeches that we've heard from the government so far that we clarify the procedures for the future so that those 5-yearly reviews are not necessary. And I'm still not yet got my head around how it is that we're doing that. So if it's not clauses 11 and 12 that do that, and I don't think it is from my reading of the existing legislation combined with these clauses 11 and 12, I'm left with searching what else it might be, and maybe it's clause 7 of this bill that says to avoid doubt, sections 158 to 160A of the Local Government Act 2002 do not apply to a bylaw which subsection 1 applies. So perhaps the Minister could clarify for me how in this legislation we're removing that 5-yearly obligation.
Mr Chair, this takes me back